Well, good day there, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Traplines and Inlines. It's a beauty day up here in the bush. She's pretty chilly though. It's about minus 25 here. It's been down minus 30. It's gonna be that way for a while. And we're just hanging out here at camp. I'm just getting back here with the ramp charger. There's a lot going on here, guys. Now, it's a great thing me coming on here and showing you how wonderful life is in the bush. You know, I really do love it. I love everything I'm doing all the time. You know, life is awesome. But it's not all sunshines and unicorn piss, you know? Like, sometimes shit goes wrong. And I guess that's part of what this video is, you know. I got about a shit show or two on the go, but one in particular, and show you really the other side, how prepared you have to be in the bush, how ready you have to be for anything, and the preparedness, not only that, but the extent, like it's just a totally different ball game here when you're up in the bush. Shit can go wrong, you're in real trouble, you have to be prepared. So we'll get her heated up here right quick. I had to walk out of here last night. I'll show you why. Get my truck. End up not coming back last night. You know, I'm usually here every night, keep the fires going, but gotta get her heater back up here. The hoarfrost sure is nice around here though, eh? It's very, very pretty up in the bush. You know, and it's cold, but it really isn't that bad. You know, the sun is out here shining. There ain't much for wind. Makes for a pretty damn nice day, actually. So some of my very attentive and loyal viewers had noticed, like, hey, Traplines, where's the ram charger? Now, what had happened there is we got that big snowstorm and we got a lot of snow here around camp, and I got worried about it getting snowed in here, because if it gets snowed in here, it's no use to me all winter. You know, I need it. It's a valuable tool. So I drove it out of here so that wouldn't happen, but had to go get her there last night. Huh, fuck. So that's all the water I had. All my jugs were in my truck and I didn't want to walk out with them, so I took this one, but she leaked everywhere, so I got that much water. Fuck. That's not good. Just enough for my coffee and stuff, holy. So I'm just picking up a couple essential tools that I need for this job, as well as getting these fires going so when we come back for dinner and hot chocolate, she's not froze solid and 20 below inside. Giving this old girl her daily dose too. She needs her bad. This truck is really good for off-roading. It's got wonderful weight distribution. It's always chewing. It doesn't get hopping like my big diesel. That's half the problem. It gets hopping and I'm just gonna throw U-joints. Only thing is, I got 3 different tires on her and they're all chewing different, and I am all over the road. Okay guys, so I was leaving the bush there last night with the old 12 valve, and I had plans to get off to, you know, it was late in the day, it was dark. Made some plans there or whatever, so I was heading out of camp. Now I was driving along here in 4-wheel drive and she snapped out of 4-wheel drive. I had a pretty good idea what was going right away, because I have a good enough idea of these trucks. I pissed around with it for an hour and a half, seeing if one of the vacuum lines had come off or something. But I was in a bad mood, still trying to rush off to make my plans and not thinking quite straight, and made the right decision and walked away at the right time, because you can really piss around there in a hurry. So I laid in the snowbank for an hour and a half, work on her, and then I decided, you know, it's time to mosey on out. Well, I need someone to pick me up anyway, because I left the ram charger out, so maybe that wasn't the best decision, but because I left the ram charger out, so that didn't work out, but it was probably still the right thing to do. So I'm already halfway out. I either have to walk out and get my skidoo at camp, which is easy, you know, it's no problem, walk back to camp, whatever. But I was already halfway out here, so I called Gramps and he come pick me up. a big thanks to him, because he's the guy I call when shit goes south and comes get me. So anyways, I go get picked up, pick up the Ram Charger, come back here today. Anyway, so I got no 4-wheel drive on her. We got to get her fixed. It should be pretty easy fixing. So I had to walk quite a ways to get out of here, and it's pretty chilly. So you know, at all times, like, I have to be totally fully prepared. Like, it was pretty chilly last night, but it wasn't bad. You know, I made out fine. Sure, what we're gonna be looking at, I spent the time to cool off, do a quick research. This is a very simple thing to look at. I gotta tear it apart here and see what kind of parts we need, and then come back to it, order the parts, come back to it, and we'll get her done here. So when it comes to this, there's nothing luxurious about sitting in a snowbank out in the middle of the bush, twisting steel wrenches in 30 below. But it's the way she goes. Just gotta get her done. There's no way we can wait on it. You know, everything's gotta be going. We got shit to do. Equipment can't be broke down. So here's our culprit, and what this is center axle disconnect. It joins these two axles, the two axles, passenger and driver's side, using vacuum. Now, it's a terrible design, it's a terrible way to lock it up, and it runs on vacuum, which sucks. Now, there's definitely vacuum on both of these lines, and it switches correctly when I switch the truck from 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. It essentially sucks her back and forth from lock to unlock position. Well, I'm not getting her into locked position. These lines seem to be good, but this is a problematic thing on these second-gen Dodge trucks. Let's play a game called Where the Fuck Are All These Bolts? So you can see what I mean when I say it's simple to get in here. Oh, that's ugly. This is what 30 below oil looks like. That's full synthetic too, but it's just a mess. We'll take a closer look at this once we get where it's not 30 below. What I'm in here needing to see today, see, this has to slide, and it slides over. You see the two axles meet here. The one axle is so much shorter on the passenger side. Now that this gets pushed back and forth with vacuum, so this locks the two axles together. Now, if there's not enough vacuum and it only partially engages, that would cause it, or other issues of the sort. But this is in 2-wheel drive. They have to be locked together. The front drive shaft will be spinning, but the axles will not be moving unless this is locked onto both axles. But it looks like the splines are maybe not aligned or something. I'll play around with it here, but I'll try and get some light on there, although it'll be a little hard to see and it'll be flashing funny. Probably. I was worried that I might have buggered up the splines on this axle if it only partially engaged and then kicked out. So we'll have to take a closer look here. Okay guys, we're in good shape. I was pretty worried there for a second. You can see here, the splines of the axle have to align for that to engage. So when you're moving, they will naturally engage. But I had to jack the vehicle up so that I could spin the passenger side axle to get them to align. Now let me show you this. Seen just the slightest rounding on the edge of the splines and I was very worried. It's sliding pretty damn good here. That's good. That's what I need. There's plenty enough splines there to hold that. You know, it's very minor cosmetic damage. We're in real good shape here. When I left here last night, I says we either got a stupid fucking vacuum problem. It should never be run on vacuum. Either that or there's something wrong with the shift fork or matter of that sort that's actually doing the engaging. Leaky seal there or something. The vacuum's not adding up. What I was really worried about coming out here today is that having partially disengaged, me sending it through a fuckload of snow, it coming out fucking the splines. Because if that was the case, I'd have to pull the axles out of this truck. And as much fun as that would be in 30 below. And fuck it, I'd do it right here and I'd start doing it right now if I had to. But it's a big fucking relief I don't. Because that is a pain in the ass job to do outside in 30 below. Honestly guys, I'm yet to get pissed off about this, you know, especially now. It's obvious it's a very simple problem and we'll figure it out easy, but even hoofing her home last night, you know, it's hard to get upset about. There's always lots going on here. You expect it. There's even bigger problems going on now than that. And to come back here after a day, don't matter how it goes, and to look this pretty with the hoar frost and the sunset, I sure can't bitch for any amount of time. So guys, when I head out there any of these winter days, like, I really have to be prepared for everything, because everything may just happen, and it has happened before. A few pretty real shitty deals, and I was, you know, you learn. Now, when this happened there, it wasn't too bad of a deal because it's not terrible far from my cabin, and I, you know, make her back. But I've had much worse deals. You know, I always have enough close to walk 15 clicks and 40-50 below. That's just what I have to have. And how far, you know, I may have to walk at times. That truck is just totally equipped. I got axes, multiple shovels, that survival shovel, and my big grain scoop to shovel myself out. I got knives, I got guns, I got ammunition, all kinds of winter clothes. I got fire starter, I got 2 lighters, I got extra key to my truck because sometimes I lock myself out. I have everything in there. Even if I had to stay out in the bush and really a shitty deal if I hurt myself or whatever, you know, I always got to be ready. I have 2 phone chargers. I have backup cord and also the plug-in, because I've had that happen before. I was stuck way up there. My phone froze up. Weather shifted. Turned into a damn storm. Just barely was able to unthaw my phone enough for it to come on again and use my computer. I luckily had to charge it up a bit to call out, otherwise it would have been really shit up that night. I've been stuck up here with no service and had the RAM charger high centered on a log and ratchet strapped log. Some real shitty deals. This wasn't a shitty deal, but you really have to be prepared all the time. Because every day I go out there and I expect to put hard miles on my equipment, drive through a lot of snow, be in a lot of places that really suck to get stuck in, and be ready to deal with it when said things happen, because they will happen. I have to accept that they will happen, and try and treat my equipment well, but it's a hard life out there. So really, if I'm not prepared for everything that could happen, I got no business leaving camp, or, you know, because shit'll happen, you'll be shit up. I know there's not tremendous vacuum that runs this. The fact that I can't move there it is. So this just pushes back and forth. It seems seized up, pretty stuck there to begin with. I was just about to come on here and tell you I couldn't move it. Okay, there's an E-clip that sits on either side of it, so it sits in exactly the right spot, and then it slides with the rod. But I think I can, yeah, I can put this I took out the E-clip. I'm gonna put it on the other side, and I'm totally gonna override this, is what I'm gonna do. I'll put this E-clip back in here. Now that keeps that on this side. It's already at full extension, and that'll keep this locked in 4-wheel drive. We're gonna get it the fuck out of the bush. If I'm gonna be doing any serious amount of work on it, which I probably am, I'm not doing it out in the snowbank in 30 below, so that'll work good. And that'll be our temporary fix. I just hate the design to have it on vacuum. There's just so many lines that give you shit. You gotta worry about vacuum. It's not what I want. So I might end up going with the manual. I don't have cruise control either, and I don't use that at all anyway. But that's also, I may have vacuum issue. I'm probably just gonna go get the cable, Pawsy lock one, set it up, never have to piss around with vacuum again, because even if I do fix it this time, it's just a bad design, so we'll get her figured proper. But this will get us out of the bush and rolling on the trap line again. It was minus 33 last night. It's fucking chilly this morning again too. She should go. She should. If not, she will eventually. Fucking chilly one, boys. That's so fucking annoying. I don't think I have the best battery in this truck, actually. It shouldn't be that low. It's not going fast enough. Let's try this again. Fuck, we're just fighting through it here, boys. Shit. I mean, it's cold enough. I probably should be charging it up and plug it in, but fuck it. I'm in a rush. We gotta get going. I got this generator, and as sick as I am of all that shit in the Princess Auto Flyer just being junk and going straight into our landfill, you know, like the odd time you run into some cheap fucking thing that's worth half a damn, this generator's been worth half a damn. It really has. I got that camera fucking crooked. Runs good, never let me down. The only thing is, it's got a 15-liter fuel tank on her there. She starts pretty well any weather. I have to bring it into cabin if it's like 40 below, but other than that, she just goes. The only problem is I ran this out of fuel last night, so it's not going to start quite as nice. I give it 5 pulls on at least minus 30 here. Fucking chilly, bud. Fuck, do I have a time getting all these engines going in the cold, but nothing like I do keeping this camera going in the cold. Fuck me. 2 fucking pulls. That's pretty damn good. Fuck. Fuck, I love that smell in the morning, boys. Get me fired up. I've sure been getting my money out of this thing in a hurry. It's got all these nice settings. I put it on cold AGM. I've already had to do this a few times. Even with the 2 batteries on my diesel 26 amp charger, I have that truck going in no time. So it's been well worth the money. Battery might be too cold and froze up. I don't think I got any fucking juice on this. Fuck! I'm gonna have to charge a different battery and do it in the warmth. This isn't fucking working. No sense leaving this one in the cold, but I think she's past her prime. Like when these batteries aren't working in 30 below, they're just a fucking waste of time. Look how much I'm fucking around here today. Like the day is escaping us. If you don't have a ratchet strap battery tied down, you're not driving a fucking bush truck. That's for sure. Jesus, this is painful. This battery's too frozen to do anything with. Got to unthaw. These two are so dead. They were full charge. They're second tier batteries, so you don't even know, but they've probably been sitting dead long enough, so charge them up. This one runs my workshop. It's a deep cycle, but also a starting battery, and I think she's chooching. I fucked around with this an hour though. We got to get her going here. Holy hell. Dear God, please, I got to get going. It's already done. Go on, sweetheart. Don't you be acting funny on me here now. Yeah, boys. She's starting mint. No. See, that's how much difference that makes. Did you see how good that started? Just getting a good chooch on her? If she's spinning too slow, I have no business fucking around with those cheap batteries. Just fucking waste my time. No block heater, gotta fix that. Fuck's sakes. Good batteries don't freeze, but still, I might just need all the help I can get. I gotta get going. Well, shit, this used to be my nice coat, then I wore it out, got another one, wore it out even worse, and now it's even less nice, so it's looking pretty good there now. I might have to start using it again. Okay. I am gonna reuse this gasket because I'm feeling greasy as fuck about it. We're gonna put this shift fork in here. And you can see that's where the collar is gonna stay, and that's pretty centered there, nice, I think. Yeah, it is. This is gonna work good. So we'll put that right in like that. I think this is just gonna be the kind of cold start. I can tell by the sound of the buzzer when she's gonna go nicer. It's gonna take a bit, and she's gonna take a bit today. Only about 45 minutes that heater running, but I've pissed around here long enough. It's time to get some wheels turning. Fuck. Let this cycle 3 times. Then on the 3rd. Okay, now I'm wasting my time. She's gonna go, but I gotta give her another 2 cycles after close chooch. Oh, fuck me, Okay, let's take a look. Holy fuck. That's the good stuff, boys. Fuck, gets me fired up. What the fuck am I doing? If it moves, I go 4-wheel drive. If it doesn't, what the fuck am I doing? Yes, sir. We're ripping down the road again here. It's right on. It's a beautiful moon today. I can see around here like daylight, but the camera, she don't like it. Brought the ram charger back, left the 12 valve, fire up the skidoo, take the skidoo, load it onto the 12 valve, bring the whole fucking works back. Beautiful night to be out here fucking around, and actually I can see everywhere. It's warmed up, -20. Life is good. Good enough. Fuck you, Well guys, what I did there is it's just what it is, a temporary fix. All that I'm doing is temporarily locking the 2 axles together full time. So what it is essentially doing, it's like you're driving around in 4 high, except the transfer case is not spinning. The drive shaft is still going to be spinning, and the axles are obviously. I don't actually love the idea. Like, your drive shaft U-joints are going to wear slightly quicker like that. I don't want to leave it there forever. And I also don't like the vacuum system. So what I did is I went and I bought the Posi lock cable activated for that center axle disconnect. It's just a foolproof way that gets me away from all the vacuum and all that shit. It's going to come with a lot of advantages on a truck that really needs 4-wheel drive. And you know, it's just something. I'm at that point where it's like I can't be pissing around with shit like this. It's a problematic system. We'll fix it right. It won't cost a whole bunch of money, and this will work good in the meantime while we're waiting. Jeez, I'm tired though. What a day. I've been pissing around with this all day, a lot of yesterday, and I was walking out the day before. You know, that's the real bastard of it, and I thought I'd show you. That kind of brings you into light. I spent very little time fixing, but oh, the plan just goes totally out the window. I have to get the other truck figure out, had I known what I know now, I would have been able to fix it there easily, just pop out the E-clips, but I didn't know that then. It was cold as fuck, so I walked on out of there, come back, oh, it's a shit show. It takes so much time. Like, I've been ripping here 2 days. I'm tired as all hell, and I'm back where I started that day I left, you know. It's just kind of a painful thing a little bit. So time is very valuable, so the older I get, the further these things are going. It's a great problem to have. I used to try and do everything. There's things I can't be doing anymore, and the move towards quality shit that I don't have to come and fuck with all the time. Like, you look at something like this, and as a truck as a whole, I love that truck, I do, but this is just a piece of shit thing. Like, the whole vacuum operated, it's just problematic. Fix it right while I have the chance. I probably have a diaphragm that costs $100 to replace on that. That's probably what's going. I got vacuum. I want to test how much. Spend another $100. I get the absolutely near foolproof cable pull design, and I never worry about it again. And that's the beauty of it. So it's a very small problem, but we piss around with it here now, and now I'm totally out of the loop. And it's a different kind of video for me to be making. I don't make videos like this, and very often it's just a little different. I thought I would try. Felt like doing it, and that's how everything gets done around here, just because I feel like doing it. And it's been a lot of me talking, though I know I've been talking a lot, so I hope that's not too bad. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hoping everyone's doing just great. Merry Christmas and shit.